Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. I'm Hanna, your reader, and today we're gonna have a very simple one question card reading. It's a card reading which you can ask any question that have answer with a yes or no. Like, will I ever see them again? Will they ever call me again? Or will I have that dream job of mine? If you give it a timeline or a simple date time, like 3 months, a year, or a half of a year, maybe when I'm reading the cards for you, you can have the better answer and you will be certain about it. Anyways, let's begin. We have 4 different decks. You can choose one of them. Choose wisely between deck number 1, number 2, deck number 3, and deck number 4. And remember, the group and general reading may resonate or it may not resonate with you. And if you need a personal reading, you can reach us with the links in About Us. And let's begin. The deck number 1. While I'm shuffling the cards for you, please remember your question and think about your question and even repeat it by yourself so that I'm shuffle the cards for you. Remember, it's a yes or no answer. The simpler the question, the greater is the answer for you. Let's see what we got. All right, if the question is about the work stuff, this is a very good card about a legit answer of someone who's gonna give you the job or who's gonna call you about the job. Or even if you want to start some kind of a business or some kind of a freelancing, the way is really clear and really bright for you. Even if you want to have some partnership with someone, this is a good card. So if your question is about some kind of a business one, this is great card for you. If the question is about some of your friends, like do they love me or do they like me? This is a good card. It's like someone is thinking about you or someone is really into you, but they're not yet going to ask you about the friendship or even some kind of relationship. But this is the card that can tell someone is thinking about you, someone is really into you, or someone is curious about you. Any other how, this is a good card for feelings. If the question was that about someone who's gonna come back to me, like return of the lover, one of these cards is about calling. Someone will call you in the timeline of 10. It's going to be like 10 weeks from the time that you see this video. Or it's going to be next 10th of the next month. It's like the 10th of the next December or January or February. Someone will call you about a love matter or about a romance matter. So if the question is about someone's return, yes, the answer is complete yes, and they will call you. They will not ask you to see you or not about the date or to about having a meeting, but this is a card that can tell they will call you. If you're waiting for some kind of a money, like someone owe you something or you want some kind of a money to buy something, you can have that money. These are very good cards, even if you ask someone or if you want someone to give you some money or even want someone to help you to buy something. These are good cards and the timeline is going to be around 6 weeks or even 6 months from the time that you see this video. And even if you have some kind of a legal matter with the law and the judge, these are the good things that you have some good news about solving this problem in the timeline of 3 by the 3 weeks or 3 months from the time that you're watching this video. Alrighty, these are the meanings of the deck number 1 and was very good. I hope you got your answer. All right, let's begin with the deck number 2. Guys and friends who chose the deck number 2, please remember your question. Even whisper it to yourself. You may get a better answer. Give it a timeline, maybe a timeline that I see in the cards and read it for you. let's see what we got in the deck number 2. If you don't have enough time, you can pause the video right now, and then while you remember the question or even ask it very completely, you can play it. Let's see what we got in the deck number 2. Okay, if your question is about some kind of a work or a dream or having someone in your life, this is not a good card. It's like you're wishing for something that is not ready for you because you're asking too much, but you don't have any situation to having them. If you complete your ways and you even complete your unfinished business about love, about work, about money, you may have them. But for now, this is the no answer. Even if you want to begin some kind of a business, now is not a good time. This card will sometimes suggest that you might wait for the timeline of 8, like 8 months, even the next month 8, like the next August. Now is not a good time. This is a negative card because you're dreaming too much, but you're not working well enough. It's like you're kind of lazy, but you're asking too much. This is not going to work. But if the question was about to know someone's feeling, the feeling is good, but the guy or the girl you're asking about is completely now in the weird situation because he or she may have other suggestions, other things that she or he may think about them or choose them because he's not or she's not ready to choose you. But the feeling is good. They're thinking about you, not very much, not very often, but sometimes you're in their mind, but not really love thing. It's a like thing, like liking you as a friend, not loving you as a lover. And if the question is about the money, these are the good cards, but you have to work on something to have some money. If someone owe you something, like some kind of a money that you worked with him or her, they will give you the money, but you should call them, talk to them. You have to be in their place and not just let them go. If you let them go, they're not going to pay you really soon. But if you're going to call them or be in their places, they will pay you that kind of a price or money that they owe you. The timeline is some kind of around 6, like 6 weeks or 6 months. About the work thing, if you want someone to offer you some job, it's also the same thing. The timeline is 6, someone will offer you some kind of a work thing, but it's not really worthy. You have to take it because you don't have any other choices to work with. But anyways, this is the timeline of 6 for you. And the last card, if the question was about someone returning to you, this is a good card, and the timeline is 11. If you ask if my lover will come back to me, yes, he or she will come back to you, even wants to see you, even wants to change. It's like they're changed the time that they were not with you. And this timeline, it's about 11 days or 11 weeks from the time that you watch this video. Okay, these are the good cards, but beside the things that you want them, you dream about them, you wish them to be yours, this is not a good time. But the other stuff were good. This is a very powerful card. If the question was about the pregnancy or was about some kind of health issue, you're gonna have the complete health matter gone to well state. And it's going to take like 11 timelines. And these are the cards for you, my friends, for the deck number 2. All right, and my friends who chose the deck number 3. Good choice. Let's see what you got with your question. Think about your question. Think about it out loudly, even whisper it to yourself. Give it a timeline. And if the time is not enough for you to think about your question, you may pause the video. And then after you think about it, you can play it also. But remember, the group and general reading, it may resonate with you, it may not. If you want and need any personal reading, you can find us in the links in the About Us, in the channel. Let's begin with the deck number 3. All right, these cards were in two decks before, and this is a good card for some kind of a money problem. Or if you're looking for some job or some kind of activity in your life, it's going to begin in timeline of 6. It's like in 6 weeks or 6 months, you will have the money you wanted. You will have the job that you were asking for it. Even if you were trying hard to get some kind of a paper or document, you can have it also. So your way is right. Do not doubt yourself. This is a good way. You're gonna have your achievements, but in time. The first achievements that you got is going to be in timeline 6. So for the beginning and starters, this is a good card. Don't be disappointed. Also, if you want some kind of travel to happen or some kind of movement in your life, this one is about moving someplace new, a good place, a brighter place. Even may it be some kind of immigration in some kind of city or another, even country. This is good one. Someone will help you with something. If the question was about some kind of a legal matter, someone will help you, someone who has some kind of a power or some kind of professional. And these guys may be some guy because this is a masculine card. Anyways, this can be a good card, and if you want to move somewhere or want to change your place or even want to work someplace new or even leave the work that you had before and start a new thing, this is good cards. The timeline is about 2. It can be 2 months or it can be 2 seasons. Seasons are the same in the year. 4 seasons. So 2 seasons from now, it's going to be half of a year. So these cards are really good, are really bright, but in some kind of a business and money problems. If you have a question about someone's feeling, the feeling is good, kind of a mutual, but the ideas or even the taste of this person is kind of a different. It's like he or she may looking for some kind of a benefit in relationship. If you are some kind of an honest person, this is not a good person for you. If the question was about someone will call me or will I ever see someone, these cards are good. Even you may, by accident, see them or see the person that you're interested in timeline of 2, which these are positive cards and really good cards, especially in some kind of a work matter. And the third card. This is not a very powerful card of being a yes. It's all the time a maybe. It's like if you want to marry someone, now it's a maybe. It's not a good time to think about it or make a big decision about it. You have to wait. This is a wait card. The timeline is the same with the last card, the 2. If you want to make a decision to be with someone or someone proposed to you with a very romantic proposal, now is not a good time to answer them because there's something that you don't know. There's some kind of a hidden past of their life that you're not really knowing about. So wait. Why not? Waiting is very good. It can really make the things better because your knowledge about this person is going to be better. But the last card about the legal matters, or even if you're looking for some documents and some kind of achievements as a paper or documents, you're gonna have it in the timeline that I said. So the third deck is also good, but if you want to make a decision about the love matters, now it's not the good time. There are some things that you don't know. You may wait that you can have your answer. For the people and my friends who chose the deck number 3, now the time is the people who can answer with the deck number 4. While I'm shuffling the cards for you, please remember your question, ask your question, whisper your question to yourself that we can see what is up with your question and your answer. It's better that you give it a timeline because if I see it in the reading and the cards, I'm going to tell you, you're going to be more certain about it. Let's see what we got in the deck number 4. Okay, this is not a very good card. It's some kind of obstacle in your way. Someone might even limited your chances. There is this negative woman around you who can really be a problem. The first card is not really good. It's especially negative in the love way. If the question was about some kind of a lover, will you ever have them for yourself? Well, there's this someone else's in the way, and your lover is in some kind of a matter of a love with another person. So this is a no card, especially in the love matters and romance reading. Also, if the question was that, is there any evil energy in my life? Yes, this is one of the cards that one of your family's relatives or some kind of an old person, old woman, has this negative energy in your life. And even in this card, this energy might last for even 7 timelines, like 7 months or the next Libra, which can be in the next year. If the question was about some kind of a job thing, or you did have some kind of interview with some company or someone, they will not call you because this card is some kind of a negativity and some obstacle that you cannot solve this matter by yourself. And the second card, it's a good card. If you want to do some kind of a movement or if you want to change your mind, it's like, for example, you're in a relationship, but you're not really happy. You want to cut this relationship. This is a very good thing, and this is a very good choice. It's like when you give this relationship up, you're gonna have better relationship, better friends, better life, even very good choices in your life. So if you want to change something, yes, the answer is yes. Your decision is very good and you might have a very better life after this decision. If you want to move somewhere, or the question is, will I ever have this trip? Yes, you will have that trip in the timeline of 3. It's like 3 months or 3 seasons from now. It's like the seasons in the year, so it's gonna be more than a half of a year. But this card is good with the choices. If you want to change something, if you want to change your job, change your house, it's good and you will have the great life after that. So the answer about that is completely yes. And the third card, if you're looking for someone to come back to you, they will call you. They will even send you an email or even send you a text. But they will not come back completely to your life because of the third person that we saw in the reading. But if you're looking for some money, yes, you will have that money in the timeline of 2. It's like 2 weeks or 2 months from the time that you're watching this video. These are the good cards, but not the first one. The first one is really complicated. Someone is in your life who does not want you to have the things that you want. But the other stuff, something that you want to change it, or even some kind of a money that you want, or someone owe you something, or even you're looking for someone to call you or text you, this is a text card, or someone who will send you some kind of a message. And this is the answer for the deck number 4. And for the things that I said, it's good. But the other one, no, I'm sorry, you're not gonna have your lover because someone else gonna have him or her for the timeline of the 7 that I told you. And this is the deck number 4. Thanks for having us and thanks for watching us. Be ready for our next video. And if you have any other questions, please do not hesitate to comment us and we will answer you. Or even if this is some kind of a request for another reading, completely gonna understand that and I'm gonna make it and we will upload it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.